はい、おはようございます。がきです。今どうですかね、これちゃんと動いてますでしょうか。ちょっと確認させてもらいますね。よいしょ。94日目ですね。なんか動いちゃった。OK。大丈夫ですかね。はい、じゃあやっていきましょうということで。はい、94日目の今日は何曜日や、水曜日ですかね。週の折り返しにやってきました。で、こっちの学習の方はね、94日目という形なんで、DAY100 が来週の火曜日かな。なんで、そこまでね、残りちょっとやりきりたいなというふうに思っております。はい、でね、でその後どうするんやって話ではあるんですけれども、ちょっとね、その後に関してもまた話はなんかできたらなというふうに思うんですけれども、一旦はね、このがきチャレ100かな、100日までやるっていうふうにね言ってたんで、3月から今やってますけれども、ちょっとその6月のいつや来週の火曜日かのところで一区切りという形をさせてもらえればなというふうに思っているというところでございますね。はい、よし。今日もね、東京はなんなんやろ、まだ梅雨今週から入るんですか。なんかね、そんな話誰か言ってましたけれども、だからなんだろうな、全然ね、なんか過ごしやすいっちゃ過ごしやすいな。まだ全然ジメジメした。ここから多分ジメジメしてくるんでしょうけど。OK。ちょっとね、もうちょっと休憩していいですか。そうな。皆さんどうですか。今もうちょうど6月になりましたけれども、6月になって今日が2日目かね。新年度4月から始まっているところも多いと思うんですけども、ちょうど2ヶ月、早いんかな遅いんかな。早いか、早いよな。2ヶ月経ったなって感じですよね。楽器の方の仕事もね、この2月から、楽器は今株式会社プロゴスというところの営業になってます。もともとねレアジョブの法人営業だったんですけれども、法人営業からそこのね法人営業部隊っていうのが、分社化した形になって、今は株式会社プロゴスっていう会社が新しくできて、楽器はそこに所属していることになってるのかな。で今は出向やけど、転籍っていう形になりますね。それがいつからだかな、1月からだったと思うんですけど、はい。なので今までね、でも言うてもまたレアジョブのグループではあるので、レアジョブのね楽器をっていうのをやっていくんですけれども、はい、そんな感じでね、なので会社が変わって、どうですかね、やっぱ変わると結構大変なもんですよね。楽器はこう自分が所属している会社がこう名前変えるとかっていうのは初めての経験だったんですけど、いろいろね、そもそも名前変わりますよっていう案内からやし、そもそも馴染みな名前やからね、ちょっとそこら辺がね、なんて言うんかとか、その辺はしっかりこうお客さんとコミュニケーション取らなあかんので、その辺はちょっと大変な感じでバタバタ、どうですか、5月、ゴールデンウィーク明けぐらいまでしてたかなって感じですね。で今6月っていうところですね。やすさんおはようございます。グッモーニングです。やすさんで思い出したけど、金谷さんとかもね、なんかオンライン飲み会やりましょうみたいなねコメントとかくれてはるんでね、ちょっとマジで、そんな難しいことしちゃいますもんね。いつもコメントしてくれてはる方とかねでね、できたらなと思います。俊介水島消音文字、何やねん消音文字って。音消してますよっていうか、ちゃんと音出せよ。今これ音を消してたらもうあれやろ、 ただのおっさんがなんか明るい部屋であんま動いてへんし面白みもない。 OK 英語勉強な、あと少しか。その後どうしよっかなっていうところもあるんですけれども、一旦ね、がきチャレ100って名付けてますんでね、それはここで一旦ストップというところにしようかな。最初ね、もともとこれ週3、4ぐらいの予定だったのかな。そしたらいつの間にか週5みたいになっちゃってね、レッスンね。ドクターちゃん小田がやりましょうみたいな感じで、確かに週5でやった方がいいんちゃいますみたいな、そんな感じでこう持ってったよね。そんな感じでやってたんですけども、 OK ちょっとやりましょうか。じゃあ勉強しようか。はい、ちょっと待ってな。ツイッターにもつぶやいた。ツイッターね、がきチャレと一緒に始めたのかな。今134名ぐらいの人がね、フォローしてくれはって、どうしようかな。なんかもうちょっとちゃんとした方がいいのかな、このツイッターの方の宣伝も。もうちょっと増えそうよね、レッスン。 OK、 いいや、レッスンしていきますか。昨日はリード&ルックアップ祭りしとったから、今日はあれやな、また聞かなあかんな。 OK やりましょうか。ちょっとじゃあ音聞いて、それを、これはなんていうの、ディクテーションなんかな。いや、読み取り、書き取りね、ちょっとしていきたいなというふうに思います。じゃあAlright、 読みたいわ。でもみんなあれですよね、起きていただいている方すいませんね、いつも本当に付き合っていただいて。じゃあやっていきます。
8th grade student Anthony。
じゃあ行き過ぎやろ、多分この辺かな。じゃあスピードもしかも下げていいんや。聞き取りの時はスピードをノーマルね。 OK、 ほなやりましょうか。OK、 いきます。
Boy gets haircut in school. Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in。
待て。Principal Jason。ちょっともう一回。ちょっと集中して。
Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way.
やばい。聞き取れへん。is being って合ってる？いいや、ちょっと待って。もう一回ちょっと聞きます。いきます。
Family. Boy gets haircut in school. Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way. Eighth grade student Anthony Moore did.
Eighth grade student Anthony Moore
disliked his new haircut.
Disliked his new hair.
So he came to school wearing a hat.
So he came to school wearing hat. Okay?
Hats are against school policy.
Hats against school policy.
But instead of punishing the boy,
But instead of punish boy,
Smith tried to understand his situation.
Smith tried to understand
The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at.
the principal realized that もう一回聞こうか。まあいいや、続けようか。
So he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
So he offered to fix OK まあ結構聞き取れた感じはしますけれどもう一回やってみようか。
Boy gets haircut in school. Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way.
はい
Eighth grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he
うん
came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy.
Hats are against school policy.
But instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried
Punishing the boy.
to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at.
More afraid of もう一回ここ聞こうか。ちょっと戻って。あ、やばいやばいやばい、戻りすぎた。
So he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at.
Moore is afraid of being laughed at. ちょっと待ってね、もう一回聞こう。あと一回で聞き終える気がする。もう一回聞きます。
Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so
More with ラストもう一回聞く。
But instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at.
More was か。was やわな、そりゃ文脈的に。More が我々の恐れてた。More was afraid of being laughed at.
So he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
Alright. Done. 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 じゃあね、ちょっと、文法のチェックしていきます。Principal Jason Smith is being placed. これなんていう表現なの？まあいいか。is being placed for fixing one student problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut. So he came to school wearing a hat. So he came to school wearing a hat. いいのかい A hat. Hat against school policy, but instead of punishing this boy. Yay. なっとる。Smith tried to understand his situation. Smith tried to understand his situation, yeah. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at. So he offered to fix more haircut. Yay! Done! OK! もうほぼ完璧。まあまあ、って言うてね、ここの1個だけやな。調子乗って、がまた抜け取った。So he came to school wearing a hat. Wearing a hat. hat. まあ、いずれにせよ OK です。OK, OK。やすさん、朝ごはん食べながら見てます。いいっすね。何派っすか？パン、bread, or rice, or drink. drink. ガキはあんま朝食食べないんですよね。たまに超お腹減ってる時とかはコンビニで買ってパン食ったりしますけれども、でもあんまあかんないやろなこれ。あんまあかんないやろな。ちゃんと食べなあかんって言うもんな。はい、OK。done です。done です。終わりました。done です。ちょっと寒いから今度なんかこいつ止める。いややすさんありがとうございます。そうっすよね。最初の頃と見ていただくと、いっちゃん最初とかすごかったもんな。恐ろしいな。やっぱだいぶ減ってるよね。ミスっていうところですかね。そう、ちょっとは成長してるかなって感じですよね。耳が良くなってきてんのかなと信じたいな。耳が良くなってるよと。次はあれやな。いわゆるみんなが憧れる映画を字幕なしで見れる。そのくらいまで行きたいですね。次のステップですか、それは。はい、じゃあね、ちょっと今日も漏れなく音読しとこうか。ちょっとだけやっとこうかな。1. 何倍やったっけ？ 1.25 倍？ 1.25 倍やっけ？ 1.25 倍な。やすさんありがとうございます。監視が聞こえるようになってきてるんですか？それともそこにはここには必要って理解してきてるんですか？これで言うとね、どっちもですかね。まずザとかが最近はやっぱよく聞こえるようになってきてるなっていう認識はあります。今まではザってザもう一瞬じゃないですか。でもそれをちゃんと多分理解したと思うんですよね。音こんくらいしか言ってへんなと。今までもザってちょっとしか言ってへんなっていうのは思ってたんですけど、そのなんていうかな、耳でちゃんとザってこんくらいしか言ってくれへんのやっていうのを理解したがゆえに聞こえてる。だから耳が聞こえるようになったっていうのが一つと、であともう一つはやっぱし文法的にちょっと理解したって感じですかね。この時はザや、この時はあやって。さっきのザボーイとかもね、school policy but instead of punishing the boy、 ここはザやなって。そうやな、punishing the boy、 こいつ名前何やったっけ？スミス。違う、スミスは校長先生か。間違えた。アンソニーを、アントニーとフラった話で言ったけど、そのね、アントニーはザやなっていうところも理解しているというところなんで、ダブルですね。音も聞こえるようになってきたし、音が聞こえるようになったで、加えて そうね、理解した、文法のとこも理解した。でこの音が聞こえるようになったっていうのは、なんか偉い人、英語に詳しい人が言うには、やっぱし発音できる音じゃないと聞こえへんって言ってたかな。違うな。いやいや、そっちか。でもそこはなんかもう連動してるらしくて、だから楽器をずっとあれやってんじゃないですか。まあ音読とかもね、音、ザとかね、そういうのを真似してるから聞こえるようになってきてるのかな。やすさん嫌いですか？僕も嫌いなんですよね。だからリード&ルックアップの方が好き。覚えてブーって言うだけの方がね、やっぱ意味あるんじゃないですかね。100日やって、まあそこはちょっと思ったかなって感じですね。 OK、 じゃあちょっとやってみようか。じゃあいつも通りもう一回音読もしましょうか。
Audio. Today in education and family. Boy gets haircut in school. Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so he offered to fix Moore's haircut. Smith had experience in hair.
はい。
Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
もう一丁ぐらいやっておくか。
Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
もう一丁。
Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
もう一丁。
In school, Principal Jason Smith is being praised for fixing one student's problem in a creative way. 8th grade student Anthony Moore disliked his new haircut, so he came to school wearing a hat. Hats are against school policy, but instead of punishing the boy, Smith tried to understand his situation. The principal realized that Moore was afraid of being laughed at, so he offered to fix Moore's haircut.
OK。ダン、ダダン、ダン、ダン、ダダン、ダン、ダダン、ダン、ダン、ダダン。1時24分。お眠。やばいんですよね。2日連続ソファーで寝ましたわ。ソファーって言っても足ゴリッと伸ばせるもんちゃいますよ。多分こんくらいから足曲げて寝てんのかな。そうか、足コロンとしてんのか。寝てまうねんな。布団入れへんねんな。なんかそりゃソファー寝たらなんか疲れるよなって自分でも分かってんねんけど、寝てまうねんな。だからもう朝シャワー浴びてなんか髪の毛もセットすんのもしんどくそのまま来てもうたな。髪の毛セットせんかったらなんかすごい髪型っすよねこれ。マッシュルームみたいな。刈り上げちょっとやめてみようかな。普通にマッサージ したい、受けたい。よし、じゃあ5分休憩入ります。なんかね、会社で今、会社さっきちょっとちらっと言いましたけど、この4月から会社が変わたんですよね。だからなんかちょっといろいろね、なんかまあ推奨的な資格とか、俺取った方がいいよとか、むしろ取りなさいっていうのも出てきたりしてるんですけど、いやー、なんやったかな、なんちゅうやつなんかな、なんかあれ取らないかんねんな。皆さん資格とかありますか？もういよいよ逃げてたけど逃げれへんくなってきたな。いやまあね、自分にプラスになるっていうのは分かってるんですよ。だからまあやるべきなんですけれども、そういうのな、苦手やねんな。苦手やからやりたくないんやけども、がっつり学習しなあかんなって感じですね。資格って大変ですよね、勉強するの。みんなやってるんやろな。その一つにね、簿記の3級があったんですけども、簿記を新卒の時に簿記の3級取りましょうみたいなのあって、ただね、新卒みんな5人いたんですけど、その会社新卒1人しか受からんかったな。やばいっすね、その会社1人しか受からへんって。どんな会社やと思いますけれども。ただ受からんかったな、みんな。僕も2回受けたんですけどね。でちょっと勉強したんやけど、やっぱ分からんかったな。分かるまでやれってことなんでしょうけどね。ただ今回はもう逃げれないんで、受けなあかん。やば。前そのやつがどっかファイルが共有されてたんやけど、どこにあったかな。ちょっとどっか行ってもうたな。なんか結構いろんな検定があるんすよね、資格。嫌やな、ほんまに嫌やな。でもな、プラスになんのは分かってんねんな。やば。あれどこに行ったかな、あれ資料。チャットで来てたんやけどな。やばい、もう分からへん。それも分からへん。後で誰かに聞いてみよう。 OK。 よいしょ。ちょっと先生ビビらしてろかな。先入ったろか。いつも遅れて入ってくる楽器が。いやー、ちょっと早めに入ったろう。いくでー、ダーン。ダーン。ちょっとちゃんと話そう。元気に話そう。Hello. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Oh, too early.
Yeah,
I
right.
came in
Too
too early.
hurry.
Wow, you're so excited to have the lesson,
Yeah,
Kakayusan.
right. I'm usually, come into this room is late, but today, I came to here is a minute before.
Yeah, a minute early. Why are you so excited, Kakayusan?
Not actually so excited, but I don't have nothing to do before this lesson, so just I jumped into here. It's a bit early.
Uh-huh. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, Kakayusan, instead of saying I don't have nothing to do, you can say I don't have anything to do.
I don't.
Right?
Yeah, don't. And
I don't have anything to do.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I don't
So
have
how are you today, Gakayo-san?
Today, I'm not too great since I slept on my sofa instead of sleeping in bed. So sofa is not so big for for me. So it's my body is still tired because I probably couldn't sleeping well.
Yes, because the sofa is small. I mean, smaller than your body.
Yeah, right. And actually, for taking a nap, the sofa is good. However,
yes.
taking a long sleeping, I think it's not so great. So I'm very tired now.
Yes, exactly. So why do you always fall asleep on your sofa?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Once back to my home, I'm always watching a TV and watching a TV. Then suddenly, I'm falling asleep.
Yes. Yeah.
Then,
so suddenly, you begin to travel to dreamland already.
Yeah, right. Then every day it's around 8 a.m. I'm gonna wake up. So
8 a.m.
Sorry, no, 5 a.m. 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah. Then I'm always regret about last night. Oh, again. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's right. Well, I hope you get a good sleep later. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I got my first shot of COVID vaccine
Did
last
you?
week.
Did you? Wow.
Yes, I did.
Why? It's such a early, because now in the Philippines it's already people can get their vaccine, even though it's not from
no,
Taiwan.
I have asthma.
What's that? Asthma?
Asthma, asthma, like difficulty breathing. It's a lung and allergies also.
Okay.
So I qualify.
So you can get the vaccine a bit earlier compared with
yes,
normal people. Wow.
Because now in the Philippines, they are administering vaccines to the elderly, of course, health workers, elderly, and those with we call it comorbidities, or those with diseases.
So you are the one of the including in that group.
Yes. Comorbidities. Yes.
So how was it?
With diseases.
How was it, vaccine?
Well, you know the side effects, right? So I had, well, this is not to scare you, but, well, I had fever the next day. Like flu-like symptoms.
Flu-like?
Flu. Similar to flu. Fever, chills, body pain, a little headache.
So
But it's just for one day.
Okay, for one day, it's good. All right.
So the next day, actually, then almost like half day the next day, I was already feeling a bit better.
Okay. So which company's one did you take? I mean the
AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca. Okay.
So the next shot is after 3 months.
Okay. All right. So around September you will get the next one.
Around July to August, because it's 2 to 3 months.
Okay. All right.
Interval.
But anyway, it sounds good. Even though you feeling a bit, not too great, but now you get the first vaccine, so.
Yes, that's right.
So now it's time you can go out anywhere.
No, not really. I mean, it doesn't mean that if you have the vaccine, you are COVID proof already. Of course, we have to still follow the protocols like wearing masks, social distancing.
However, in America, people already got their first vaccine. Then, they actually, I saw some, the movie, because the one movie is, the people is walking around without a mask on the park. So, and also they eating on the restaurant without the masks and drinking at the same time. So, I think
that's great. They're almost back to the old normal, like pre-pandemic.
Yeah, right. Actually, so, but probably in Japan now, we still don't have many people which one is already got the vaccine. So it's around still 10% or less than 20% definitely. So for all the population in Japan.
Yes. Yes. Tutor Angie chatted. I envy them. Of course we do, Tutor Angie. We want to go back to the old normal.
Yeah. We really would like to back to the old normal.
Yes, of course. We want to travel again. We want to be with our friends, enjoy enjoy being with friends and relatives, right? Gatherings.
Yeah.
I miss those.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So anyway, thank you, Gakaya-san. Let's now start the lesson, and we'll have
it's a
weekly news article. Just a moment. Let me send you the link.
Yeah. Daisuke? It's one of the sales reps.
Daisuke-san.
Yeah, Daisuke also posted to the YouTube. Good morning, Gakio and Norin.
Hi, good morning, Daisuke-san. Okay, so there you go.
All right.
Please check your chat box.
Okay. Yes. Got it. Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Could you read the title, Gakaya-san?
Boys get haircut at school.
Okay, thank you. Now for guys, you regularly get a haircut because you have to maintain your short hair, right?
Right.
So in your case, how often do you get a haircut?
It's once per month.
Once a month. Oh.
Once a month, yeah. Because my haircut is really cheap compared with the usual price in Japan. It's around even though it's around 500 peso, but in Japan it's really a kind of the cheaper price.
That's cheap. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maybe the cheapest haircut in the Philippines I know of is like
30
like
peso?
cheap barbershops, like 30 pesos.
Right. Actually, before when I was in Manila, I used to try the barbershop. It's a kind of cheapest one. It was, I think, definitely it's less than 100 peso. But when I went to the barbershop and sitting on the kind of the the seat,
like
right?
a barber chair.
Yeah, seat. Then I really was surprised because when I talked to the people, hey, could you give me your haircut? Then I want to have a kind of the shortcut, but probably the people can't understand my English, so he tried to speak to me in Tagalog. So, but my Tagalog is really kunti, so it was really hard, body language. Then I tried to explain, but finally, my haircut was it was a very funny style. So
well, in that case, you should have shown a picture.
Yeah, right. But 10 years ago, we didn't have any Wi-Fi, so we don't have any picture. So
Or maybe some barbershops or maybe some salons have like posters, or they have like a catalog of like hairstyles, and then you can just choose.
And
like,
just
oh, I
point
like
out.
this hairstyle. So next time you know. Yeah, so if ever you visit the Philippines or any other non-English speaking countries, and if you plan to have a haircut, so you have to show them the picture. Okay, well, thank you, Gaki-san. So let's go straight to the discussion part, and please choose a topic.
Let me choose the haircut one. Left one? Haircuts?
Left, okay. So haircuts, okay. So imagine that you are Moore. Will you let Principal Smith cut your hair? Why or why not?
Imagine that you are Moore. Will you let Principal Smith cut your hair? Why not? Okay. Alright. If I were Moore, I will order to Principal Smith to cut my hair. However, I think before order to the Principal Smith, I'm gonna check how Smith can get your hair cut well. So probably I'm gonna ask the Principal Smith, hey, you are the good barber. You are the one who can cut very well. Then probably in my imagine Principal Smith, he had experience to cut someone's hair, right? He might have some part-time job experience on the barber shop, or might he used to work on the barber shop as people who cutting. So probably I'm gonna ask to the first. Then if he gave me some explaining about his background, probably I'm gonna ask to him, because the Moore's haircut is a really bad. I mean when I was in Manila, I also had such experience. I got this right haircut. So
yes. Well, actually, Principal Smith showed him pictures, right?
Oh, really?
Isn't it, according to the article?
Probably not.
Yeah, he showed Moore old pictures of himself cutting hair.
He showed more old picture of
the second paragraph. That's why Moore and his parents were convinced, right, that Principal Smith can cut hair. Right? So that's why. Well, at first they were kind of hesitant about the offer, about accepting the offer. But eventually, when Principal Smith showed them pictures, so they got convinced already.
Yeah, I think it's okay. So
it's okay. Okay. Now, have you ever let a friend or family member cut your hair before?
Yes. When I was a kid, my mom used to cut my hair because.
Oh, your mom.
At elementary school, until I think around the first grade, elementary school, my mom always doing my hair. It's really like cutting to my hair.
Like a hair clipper.
Yeah, by using a hair clipper, she's using cutting very short, so short. Even though I don't want to have such a very short style, but mom is, hey, Gakio, you should stay. Oh my gosh, it's every month.
So, was that kind of haircut like like a requirement in your school?
Not
before?
really, not really.
Not really.
But probably for mom, it was troublesome take me to the barber shop. So just mom gave me a wire like this.
Yes. And besides, maybe you don't need a special talent or skill for shaving your hair, right? I mean, it's not like a fancy haircut that you need skills.
And also, when I used to stay in the Manila, as I said before, I experienced such a, the very, how do I say, bad experience in the barber shop because which one is I cannot explain in Tagalog. So I got the very, disliked haircut, like more. So since that incident, I asked to my friend to cut my hair because at least we can communicate with in English. So my the dollmate, I'm gonna ask to him to cut my hair.
Oh, so your friend could cut hair.
Yeah.
Oh. And it's for free.
Yeah, right. It's free.
Yeah, that's what friends are for.
Yes, right.
Okay, good. Now, do you agree that haircuts can affect people's self-esteem? Why or why not?
Yes, in my opinion, haircut can affect people's self-esteem because appearance is really important. Then, for example, it's not about your haircut, but for example, like wearing some clothes. If I going to wear my favorite clothes, my feeling is really good. I mean, I think it's connected to the good affection to my self-esteem.
It affects.
It
affects your self-esteem, your self-confidence.
Yeah, self-confidence affects to the self-confidence. Then, especially according to the article, more is still teenager, right? So, especially teenager, I think compared with like my age, I think they still really take care of the how do I say caring of the people's eye. I mean now I don't care about
others' opinions.
Yeah, others' opinions.
Yeah, or what other people would say.
Yeah, about their fashion or including a haircut. So
yes.
I think it really affects to the self-esteem, self-confidence.
Yes, exactly. So for teenagers, others' impressions on them still matter, right? But for us, adults,
yeah, right,
a little bit older, okay, yeah, we don't really care much about that anymore.
Yeah, right. Actually, now I'm on taking this YouTube stream, but now I'm not putting on any wax to to make some nice haircut.
Wax. Oh, okay. Hair wax?
Yeah, like, hair wax. Before I used to use hair wax, even though that this
to style your hair.
Yeah, 100 days challenge. However, now it's day 94, right? So now not anymore have any. I don't care about even though my hairstyle. I'm not sure if it's a good or not, but I don't care anything.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Well, it really depends on your mood, right? So if you feel like if you feel like applying hair wax on your hair, then do so. Okay, but if you just want it like that, yeah, actually, me, I have short hair, right? But I used to have long hair before, so I mean, having a short hair also has a lot of advantages. I mean, I can just finger comb, like when I'm in a hurry. I don't really have to do my hair for a long time. I mean, compared to Tutor Angie. Tutor Angie has very long hair.
Yeah, right.
Right. Okay, so maybe she does her hair for a long time every day.
Yeah, actually, she said, now it's during a pandemic. She said, she haven't been cut around a year, so now she has really long hair. And actually, we talked about it in this week with Angie.
Yes. Oh, actually, last year my hair also grew until here, maybe like
oh really?
Mid back.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was also scared to go to the salon to have a haircut. Yeah, but finally, when I had the courage to go to a salon, so I had it, short. So like, I don't know, maybe how. Yeah, it was really short. Okay, from long to very short hair. Yeah, but now, yeah, I enjoy my short hair.
Yeah.
Okay, now. So what should people do if they get a bad haircut?
Yeah, actually, I also have a same experience, but in that case, what people can do is have to stay until their hair is grown again. But at but at the same time, people might, especially for boys, people can use the hair works, then change to and making some move. Or
what about for girls?
For girls,
what do you think girls can do?
It's very difficult, but I think one of the choice they can get the perm to change. Possibly changing
perm, like curly hair.
Yeah, curly hair, or in your cases, for example, people can change to the more shorter one. I mean the if
cut it much shorter.
Yeah, right. If people got something bad haircut, I think one of the choices get your hair the short cut.
Yes, maybe. That's right. So have another hairstyle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you said that you had a bad haircut before.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It was a really funny
Now,
haircut.
do you often comment on other people's haircuts?
Yeah. Yes. We're gonna talk about your new hair, but if we notice about their changes. I mean, for example, like me, every month I'm cutting my hair. So actually, my hairstyle don't change a lot every time. However, for girls and also for people who are not get used to cut every month, I mean, they are going to make a new hairstyle. It's a kind of the ribbon. I mean, so in that case, we're gonna talk about hey, did you cut your hair like this? It's a very common, the conversation.
So like you also compliment, like, oh, you got a nice haircut.
Yeah.
Nice hair.
Yeah.
Now the hair that you have that you wear right now, is that what's trendy now in Japan?
I don't know. It's trendy or not. I'm not sure if my hairstyle is trendy in Japan, but now so you can see now I'm cutting here by using how do I say? Oh, I forgot again.
Clipper?
Yeah, clipper.
Hair clipper. Yeah.
Hair clipper by using hair clipper. So it was kind of the trendy. It's around 2 to 3 years ago in Japan, but now I'm still doing the here on the side part by using a clipper, then cutting here. I think it's actually not trendy one, but I'm still doing that one.
Yes, I know that's also that was also the trend in the Philippines among men.
Is it still?
But I don't know how it's called. I don't know if it's rave or something, but yeah, something like that. Yeah, so like they kind of like shave, like line, form a line.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so thank you, Gaki-san. Well, it's almost time, so let me now share my feedback. Okay, so please check your chat box. Okay. Right, so let's start with range. So again, please read the correct sentences.
I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to do.
when I stayed in Manila, so we don't say the Manila. Okay, for cities, we don't usually put the before the word. And then comorbidities, okay, it means with present medical conditions or with diseases. Okay, and asthma, okay, it's like coughing with difficulty breathing. For coherence, you spoke logically and at length, and good job. You were able to pronounce the words clearly in today's lesson. Okay, so do you have any questions, Gakuya-san?
None. Thank you.
No. All right. Well, thank you for taking my lesson. I'll see you next time. And have a great day.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Ingat.
You too.
はい、ということでね、終わりました。ありがとうございます。Teacher Angie, thank you for posting to the here YouTube. My Tagalog is really Conti. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Conti it means little. So my Tagalog is the Filipino language. I can speak Filipino language. It's a little bit. It means Conti ってことですね。Actually, on the contrary, I just combed my hair once after taking a shower. Then that it. Ha ha ha. That way I can avoid damaging it. どういう意味だ On the contrary, I just comb my hair. どういう意味 comb? What is a comb? コンボ。気になるな。あ、櫛か。櫛か。I just combed my hair once after taking a shower. On the contrary ってどういう意味？わからんこと多いな。On the contrary それどころかみたいな。実際のところそれどころか私は櫛やってるから大丈夫やってことね。まあね髪が命ですからね、女性は。いや、そうでもないか。まあ、髪大事にしてる人いますよね。はい、ちゅうことで、今日も終わりました。ちょっといよいよこれ覚えなあかんな。When I stayed in Manila, When I stayed in Manila, ザいらんねんって都市の前は。これ何回言われた？いよいよ先生も怒ってきそうやな。何回言ったら分かるんやって。When I stayed in Manila, when I stayed in Tokyo, ザとかいらんねんな、シティの前は。When I stayed in Manila, when I stayed in Manila, when I stayed in Manila. Okay. Thank you, Angie. Thank you for being my tutor here, even though in the YouTube. On the contrary, in contrast or opposite. 反対点ね。それどころか。Actually, on the contrary, I just combed my hair once after taking a shower. Then that's it. That way I can avoid damage. これね、コンボ。Thank you. はい。これで Day94 も終了です。OK。ということで、Thank you. Correct. We want to go back to normal situation. Good morning. I miss traveling to Japan. やっぱね、みんなね、こう、ニューノーマルじゃなくて、さっき先生言ってたのはオールドノーマルに戻りたいって。そういう言い方するんだと。最近、新しい日常、ニューノーマルって言いますもんね。オールドノーマルに戻りたい。さっきの先生はもうワクチン打ったって言ってましたね。なんやろあれ、喘息なんかな。なんか言ってはったな。喘息っていう表現かな。なんかさっき。で待って、AS。アズマ。 その名前みたい。アズマ、多分喘息。やっぱそうや。
asthma,
アズマ、喘息。先生は喘息やから早めにワクチン打ったって言ってはったんで、症状としては頭痛とか熱とかが若干出たけれども、1日で終わったって言ってはりましたね。アストラゼネカ製って言ってた。アストラゼネカどこやろ、イギリスで、次 2,3 ヶ月後打つって言ってたな。だから 2,3 ヶ月ってことさ、8月9月でしょ、2発目が。これさ、楽器とかっていつ打てるんやろ。6月中は無理やろ。でもなんか6月中ぐらいになんか会社で打てるようにするみたいな、なんかテレビやってたけど、あれどういうこと？会社で打てんのなんのかな。だから6月中打てんのかな。でもなんかアメリカの映像とか見ましたよ、楽器を。そしたらそれこそさっき先生言ってたけど、Back to old normal ですね。古き日常に戻ってるって感じで、ニューノーマルってよく言葉ありますけど、Back to old normal か。古き時、古いよな。でもアメリカ人っぽいっすよね。なんかもう売ったら大丈夫というところでね、やってあるんかな。多分日本はそうでもないやろな。売ってもマスクっていうのは結構残るんやろうな。でマスクしてへんかったらなんか違和感あったりとか、せんでもよくなるかもしれんけど、電車とかやったらするのがマナーになるんやろな。いやー、嫌ですよね。マスクは本当嫌やな。もう気分めいるからな。楽器はもう電車乗るときとかもちろんしてますよ。会社でね、人いるときとかは。ただ可能な限りしてないですよね。だから駅までとか人混み入らへんときとかはもうマスクしてないですよね。できる限りね。しんどいじゃないですか、あれ。なんか気分めいるし、ここまで隠れてて、こんな顔してても分からへんし、全然分からへんし、なんか嫌やな、あれ。なんか顔ほぼ隠れてるやんね。ここだけやろ、目だけやろ。いやー、マスクは早いこと終わらしたいですよ、もう。それも時間の問題だから。日本もね、早いことワクチン打つのが正しいのかちょっとよく分かりませんが、打てる人は打ってって感じですかね。なんか話聞いたら6割ぐらい打ったらもうなんかこの拡大はそんな広がらへんみたいな、なんか誰か言ってたな。それも誰かが言ってたか話なんで分からないですけどね。Nobody knows やな、それこそ。はい、じゃあね、そんな感じですいません、今日も終わっていきたいと思います。すいません、今日も皆さんお付き合いいただいてありがとうございます。なんか英語でのポストがすごいついてるな。講師の先生がすげえなんかくれてるな、コメント。はい、こんな感じで終わっていきます。またね、明日、明後日で今週は終了。95、96、やば、いよいよやな。後で天才にチャットしよう。ちょっとやばい。どうすんのって、なんかいろいろ決めなあかん。いろいろ決めなあかん。はい。いろいろ決めなあかんというところで今日は終わりたいと思います。じゃあね、また今日も一日頑張って皆さんやっていきましょう。良い一日を。魚座は今日は第4位でした。頑張って。ほな、さよなら。